Out of all the issues of Pie Mag, a fanzine that I was involved in, I think that I'm the most proud of the third issue. And that's because I feel like that's when we found our stride. We found a format, we found everything, and we still had a lot of enthusiasm. We found a good blend between famous bands and unknown ones. We got a lot of reviews done. We did some fun, humorous things in it. So why don't we leaf through it together and you can have a look what it looked like. First of all, it was all handmade. It's all cut out pieces of paper that were glued on another piece of paper, and then we put it together and had it printed at the local print shop. Always on the cover, we had the same guy on all 11 issues. Fun guy. Started off with an editorial, and then in this one, we started with a interview with Craig from Sick of It All. And wherever there was empty space, we put flyers from other fanzines or bands to promote them. Here's an interview with a band called Big Fish. It's probably the worst interview I ever did, but it was still fun. And that band is experiencing a bit of a comeback nowadays in Sweden and are turning pretty famous. Here's an interview with some friends of ours, Candy Suck. They were a very feminist girl punk band. And the singer is Liv Marit Bergman, who is now fairly famous in the country of Sweden as well. Crossword puzzle. Here's an interview with a small demo band that we liked called Comatose. And here is where the reviews start. We got a lot of demo tapes and CDs and so on to review. And wherever we could also, we put in some fun photos and more flyers. A punk band called Passage 4, kind of space skate punk. Here's a board game that we made. Interview with Green Day before they got big with the Dookie. This was on the Dookie tour, but they hadn't blown up just yet. They were playing a free show in Stockholm, and I got the opportunity to hang out with Billy Joe and Mike backstage. This is reviews of live shows that we went to. An interview with No Means No, Canadian quirky band. Ad for our local record store that helped to pay a little bit for the printing. Interview with a band called Mary Beats Jane. And then we also reviewed things that we actually bought ourselves, so things that we thought were good that we wanted to promote. Millen Collin, also in the early days, they grew to be a really big skate punk band in the style of NoFX and so on. And then we had our top list, and in this case, it's the best records of all time. I would not agree with my list right this minute. And then an interview with NoFX that we met at a rock festival. And then our distribution service list on the very back. So that's what it looked like. It was a lot of work, but it was fun to do.